this movie. I didn't know it was on Blu-ray. Hercules? It's on Blu-ray too? Awesome. Wait, where did that come from? I'm indoors.
With his beaver cap and his checkered tie, let's see what he has to say. What's he got for us this time? They're probably Blu-rays.
Aficionados Chris.
It's a guilty pleasure.
Aficionados Chris.
In the comfort measure.
Aficionados
Shadow lights, shoot the camera, smile for the world in panoramas. He likes to impersonate Walker.
Hey everybody, Aficionados Chris here, and today I'm going to be talking about two of some of my all-time favorite Disney animated movies. These are just two of the many Disney Blu-rays that are coming out this week, and I cannot wait to talk about them. And the movies we're going to be talking about today are Disney's Hercules and Disney's Tarzan. Now the first movie we're going to be talking about is Hercules, and this is actually the first time I've seen Hercules in a very long time. What a great way to revisit it in high definition. Now I remembered Hercules coming out, I had a friend who was really into it and I got to see it on VHS. I remember enjoying it back then, but I didn't quite remember if it held up to today's standards as far as Disney animated movies. I didn't realize until I saw the movie again that this was actually directed by the same two guys who did The Little Mermaid and Aladdin, Ron Clements and John Musker. It reminded me of that childlike essence I used to have when watching movies like Aladdin. In fact, Hercules is similar in a lot of ways to Aladdin, where this movie was kind of targeted more to the boy audience of Disney, much like how Aladdin was targeted for the boy audience as opposed to the other movies where they were kind of aiming more towards the girl demographic. But I honestly think, gender doesn't really matter. I think you could be any gender and enjoy a Disney movie like myself. And I know a lot of people have probably picked apart the fact that it doesn't really follow the Hercules mythos that much, but really, has any Disney adaptation followed its source material exactly? Considering the stuff they usually adapt is very dark and not really for children, this is more of a, get children interested in the source material so they can reach out for it when they get a little older and have a better understanding. That's how I got to really love the original Hunchback of Notre Dame novel, was because of the Disney's animated movie, which obviously is toned down significantly. Yeah, even for that kind of movie, which is pretty dark already, it's toned down compared to the original novel. Hercules is tons of fun, and I absolutely loved the music in this movie, and I should, considering that the music in this movie was done by Alan Menken, who's basically a Disney legend and one of my favorite music composers working today. I love the voice cast in this movie. You got some of my favorites, including Danny DeVito as Philatides, and James Woods as one of my all-time favorite villains in Disney history, Hades, who has some of my absolute favorite lines in this movie, and you can tell James Woods is having tons of fun in this role. In fact, I realized that he actually ad-libs a lot of his dialogue in this movie, so sounds like it was tons of fun to work on this. So for all you Hercules fans who are looking forward to this release, I can tell you that the picture audio quality is very, very decent. I don't want to say it's amazing, because this doesn't look like anything like Beauty and the Beast or even Little Mermaid, because this isn't a Diamond Edition, so it's not going to look the greatest. But considering the type of movie it is and the fact that it's a catalog title, so I'm actually surprised we're even getting it on Blu-ray in the first place, I think it's a nice upgrade. It's 1,000 times better than the original Gold Collection DVD, but if you're expecting superb picture quality and unbelievable 4K, you're not going to get that, but I still think it's a very decent transfer. It could probably look a little better, but to my eyes, it's completely watchable. It looks perfectly fine and just looks nice on an HD display. My only real disappointment with this release is the lack of bonus features. Now, I never owned the DVD, so I don't really know if it had more, but upon looking them up, I guess they didn't really have that much on them. But this Blu-ray comes with the From Zero to Hero sing-along. There is a very, very short making of. It's only about 9 minutes, I want to say. It feels more like something that the Disney Channel would have aired. There is a music video for Go the Distance, but it's not the one I was expecting with Michael Bolton. It's a Spanish version by Ricky Martin, which I guess that's kind of cool, but I really wish that they included the Michael Bolton music video instead, because it's my favorite. I just would have loved to have seen it again, because it is one of my favorite songs, and Michael Bolton is one of my favorite singers. So overall, I do recommend that all fans of this movie and all Disney completists pick up this release. And if you've never seen Hercules, I recommend you check it out. It's on Netflix last time I checked, so check it out. It's tons of fun. I think it's a very enjoyable Disney flick. Don't expect anything superb like Beauty and the Beast. This isn't grade A storytelling. This is just a funny, silly, absolutely fun kids movie, and I love every second of it, and I will definitely be watching it again in the future. And now we're going to come to one that I'm pretty sure everybody on this channel knows, probably has tons of nostalgia for, and I really can't blame you. I have nostalgia for it. I love this movie dearly. Disney's Tarzan. I saw this movie back when it was in theaters, and I remember just falling in love with it. It's been one of my absolute favorite Disney movies for so many years. No matter how many Disney movies I see, with Frozen or any Pixar movie like Up or Toy Story 3, Tarzan always remains in my top 5, and I'm so happy that it's on Blu-ray. I'm pretty sure I don't have to gloat about how great Tarzan is or really get in depth with it, because I'm pretty sure all of you know it and love it just as much as I do, or at least I hope so. So I'm just going to skip to the part where I talk about the Blu-ray and audio quality. Much like Hercules, it's very decent. The picture and audio quality is good to me, but I'm feeling like it could look a little better. But again, considering it's a catalog title, in fact, I was actually surprised that this wasn't going to be a Diamond Edition, considering the huge impact that this movie has and the cultural significance. It's kind of a classic, honestly. But I was really expecting this to get a Diamond Edition. I have heard rumors that it's going to go to Disney 3D, either on Blu-ray or in theaters, which I think would be fantastic. I would love to see this movie in 3D with all those vine swinging and tree surfing scenes. That would look amazing in 3D. I would love to see that happen, but I feel like the disappointment with the Monsters, Inc. 3D re-release probably had to do with why that hasn't happened yet, but hey, who knows, maybe I'm wrong. Maybe they're working on it right now as we speak. So overall, the picture audio quality, it looks decent, but just like Hercules, don't expect it to look amazing. It's not going to look like Beauty and the Beast. It's not going to look like any 4K Blu-ray, but I think it looks decent. It probably could have looked a little better, but to my eyes, it was completely watchable. I didn't really have huge issues or gripes with the picture quality because it looked completely fine to me, and I'm pretty sure it will to you too. Now, this is where Hercules differs, is that this one is packed with bonus features. Pretty much all of it is carried over from the original DVD release, which, if I remember correctly, was a 2-disc DVD collector's edition. And I've checked out a lot of them, which include deleted scenes, the making of the music, which I was a little disappointed that it's kind of short. They barely go in depth with the production of music, which in my opinion is one of the best parts of the whole movie is the Phil Collins score. So I was a little let down that they don't really go too deep into that. It's just I think it's like 5 minutes long, something like that, where Phil Collins is just talking about every single song for about a minute. You also have tons of other making of and behind the scenes stuff, which include a look at all the characters, including their voice actors. And the best one was for one of my favorite characters in the movie, who's Clayton, played by the amazing
Brian Blessed!
Biggest thing how this becomes better than the Hercules Blu-ray is that this one actually includes 2 music videos, both performed by Phil Collins, which include You'll Be in My Heart, which is my favorite song from the movie, and Strangers Like Me. So I'm very happy that they put those on the Blu-ray, and I'm still disappointed that Hercules did not include the Michael Bolton music video for Go the Distance. But with that aside, I think the Tarzan Blu-ray is a far better purchase. There's a lot more bonus features. Picture and audio quality is decent, and like I said with Hercules, it's 1,000 times better than the DVD. So if you own this on DVD and have been wanting to upgrade to high definition, look no further, because I think Tarzan is a decent release, at least considering all the stuff that's coming out from Disney this week. I think Tarzan is one that everybody should pick up, especially if you're a fan, or if you've never seen it before and you've been dying to check it out, this is the best way to see it for the very first time. So that's really all I have to say about Disney's Hercules and Disney's Tarzan on Blu-ray. I am so happy that these are on Blu-ray, and I'm happy that they're now part of my ever-growing Disney Blu-ray collection. I hope you enjoyed the video, and please have a wonderful day. Goodbye.
Hey, guess what? The video you just watched is over. So if you like what you saw, then definitely hit that subscribe button. And if you want to be extra generous, you can go and support my channel on Patreon. Anyone who donates $1 or more gets their name at the end of the credits. And if you want to keep up to date with all my upcoming projects, you can go and like my page on Facebook and follow me on Twitter. Thanks again for watching, and if you're extra bored, you can watch all these other videos that I also made. I guarantee you will like them.